So thank you also. I'd like to extend our thanks to your father for everything he has done essentially for keeping the papaya alive for farmers today. The floor is yours. This is meant to be the voice of farmers. So if you can speak now on behalf of what's happening for farmers in Hawaii today and share your thoughts for the people here and also for people who apparently now are actually watching us.
Yep. So I was thinking about telling our story, and this is one of the papayas that's genetically modified. And as you can see, it's beautiful. And what I realized with our papaya story, what prompted me to speak up was that there was so much misinformation going on. And here my dad is farming, my brother is farming, and no one was speaking for the farmers here in Hawaii. And I thought, I gotta start saying something, because if I don't speak up, who will speak up for me? Who's gonna speak up for my dad? My dad's not on the social media, my brother's not on the social media, and so I started this journey of speaking up based on the information I knew that I was educated on and what papaya has done for us. Because the farm for us was started with my grandpa back in the 1920s. Then it went to my dad, and my dad got educated in farming. And then eventually now it's with my brother. So it's 3 generations. And without the GMO technology, it would have been 2 generations. For farmers, disease, like the ring spot virus, can change a person's life. It can change a family's life in an instant. My life was changed because I didn't go into agriculture. Because there was no hope. We didn't have any hope. But if there's technology that can further sustain us, why not? It would apply to any farmer too. It would apply to a farmer in India who may have dealing with disease or drought, or somebody in Africa. I think GMO is corporations, but the papaya story is very unique. We're not a corporation. We're a small family farm. My dad has maybe 20 acres of papaya. Been growing it for nearly 40 years. And the ring spot virus would have cut that to 20 years. Same thing with any disease for an African farmer. Their whole family's lives could change. My life changed. I could have gone into farming had the disease not hit. But without the technology, at the time, there was no hope. So with the world being, a lot of societies being 70% agriculture, without technology, we are really risking a lot of people's livelihoods and the future of food. And so for me, speaking up about the papaya became a major passion for me to really tell our story, because our farm is still going. My kids are learning how to work on the farm. And in America, there's less than 2% of us who farm. And right now, we're under attack by people who will do anything and say anything to get their way and not even consider the truth. In Hawaii, we've been hit by anti-GMO activism. And they'll do anything from chop your crops, accuse you of poisoning them, and just really terrible stuff that is totally dishonest. But they're the loudest voices that threaten our sustainability in Hawaii in terms of being able to deal with diseases, the tropical climate, so many other issues. Even the mosquito in Hawaii is a problem, or can be a problem here. And the technology is not some evil being. And unfortunately, that's what it has become. So my goal is hopefully to break through to people that this papaya feeds millions of people every year. We have people in Hawaii who've been our customers for over 40 years. They've been eating the GMO papaya for 20 years. They still enjoy it. This is a staple in Hawaii. And yet it's so demonized. See, it's a valuable fruit in Hawaii. And if it was gone 20 years ago, that would have been terribly sad. You know, our farm would have been done for. And a lot of other farmers would have been done for. And I hope that more farmers really start speaking up for what this technology has done for them, because they're the lifeblood of our communities. We need farmers. We don't need less of them. And these verbal attacks, these internet attacks, all these kinds of misinformation, in Hawaii what we're seeing is that it's all getting called out. It's getting clarified. And the public's tune is really changing after 3 years of defending farming. It's finally changing, which is great, because like my dad said, all he wants to do is farm. Let him farm. Let him have his way. Let him have his tools. And he farms. He wants to feed people. That's his passion. And it seems like in big farmers across the world, that is their passion. And we need their voices in the front, not loud people who don't farm. But that's my story, and that's why I still continue to speak out against this kind of misinformation. So thank you for inviting me.